United Nations investigators have been under fire this morning as they attempt to investigate the alleged use of chemical weapons by Syrian forces. A UN spokesman says a vehicle belonging to the team has been deliberately shot at multiple times by unidentified snipers. The UN team plans to visit the site in the suburbs of Damascus where an alleged chemical weapon attack occurred last week, reportedly killing hundreds. A former weapons inspector says it's a difficult time for the United Nations.
Then, in effect, their finger's on the trigger. And that's a difficult position to be in. I mean, these guys know that. They know, depending upon what they say and how they say it, military strikes could take place. More people could die.
In an interview with a Russian newspaper, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad insisted his troops did not use chemical weapons in the attack. The city of Ottawa is waiting for word on whether the province will allow a second gambling site in the capital. Finance Minister Charles Sousa is expected to inform Mayor Jim Watson on the province's stance this morning before the Finance and Economic Development Committee meets. At that meeting, councillors will vote on a motion to ask the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation for 2 casinos. Under the plan, slot machines would continue to operate at Rideau Carleton Raceway, and a second casino would be run by the private sector. The Board of Health is recommending councillors reject expanded gambling options in our city. Ottawa police are asking for your help finding a missing 35-year-old man. Brian Lean was last seen around 3:30 Saturday afternoon. He is described as white, standing 6'4" with short brown hair. He was wearing a gray t-shirt, jeans, and a brown belt. Police say Lean has a tattoo of a Rachel on his left inside wrist. Firefighters are struggling to contain a massive wildfire that is inching towards Yosemite National Park. Officials in California say inaccessible terrain, strong winds, and bone-dry conditions are hampering efforts to contain the rim fire. It's only 7% contained and covers more than 580 square kilometers. Ash from the fire is falling on the reservoir that provides most of San Francisco's fresh water, but officials say the water is still safe to drink. Higher auto loans and mortgage debt are driving Canadians deeper into the red. A report by a credit monitoring firm shows total consumer debt rose to more than $1.3 trillion in the second quarter of this year. That's up by $77 billion from the same time last year. On a more positive note, the 90-day delinquency rate has fallen to 1.19%, one of the lowest levels on record. And finally, it was a day for Ottawa to celebrate its diversity and show off its pride. Tens of thousands of people were out for the Capitol Pride Parade in downtown Ottawa yesterday afternoon. It was the final event in the week-long Capitol Pride Week. Members of Ottawa Police, fire, paramedics, and elected officials took part in the parade.